Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll share my screen and make a quick introduction to me. And then we are very, very lucky today. We get to hear from an expert, someone who knows this specific topic inside and out. But I want to introduce you to Sukavu. My name is Zane, and I am one of the founders of Sukavu, and specifically my job is to make products. I'm over product development, I'm over product creation, and my job is to make sure that every product that leaves our warehouse is perfect. And I work very hard at that. We have an amazing team. And so Tammy, she's over our customer service. She's jumping on right now. She's letting people in as we're going to continue to have people. And we'll be able to answer questions. So if you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat and we'll do our best to answer them at the end. But Sukavu started really 2.5 years ago with a vision. And I love our name. I'll tell you quickly, our name means, Kavu is an acronym. It means Ceiling and Visibility Unlimited. And Su is a Spanish word. It means you are yours. So it means your ceiling and visibility unlimited. And what we found was that with the right health products and with the right ability to help compensate people, that we could help people live unlimited. And that's our motto, is to live unlimited. So we're sponsoring the call today. We're actually grateful so much for our expert who's going to come on. We have 4 specific values that are really important to us at Sukavu. The first is every product that we make, we want them to be the right quality and to be safe. We know our product from seed to shelf. When we talk about the plant product, we grow our own hemp plants, we extract our own oils, and we manufacture our own products. Sharing relevant and impactful knowledge and experience, that's our number 2 core value. And that's why we're here today, to be able to share knowledge and experience. And nobody can do that better than Dr. Raymond. We have amazing doctors with our company who are on our board, and Dr. Raymond is incredible. I can't speak enough about his credibility, his integrity, and his knowledge and wisdom. And we're going to get a chance to hear from him very shortly as he shares with you ways that you can help lower hypertension, ways that you can take care of cholesterol, and do it naturally. And that's what we want to do here at Sukavu. We want to build lifelong relationships, and we want to serve others who serve us. Those are our 4 core values at Sukavu. So this is very, very important to us. And that is why we're here today. I put a picture of me and my family so you can see, you can probably see me on the screen. I'm that bald guy right there. These are my kids and my beautiful wife. And yes, I have 8 kids. I know that freaks people out. That's a lot of kids, but I love them. And this is the reason why we started this company, was we wanted to be able to create something that our family could be proud of, but also that we could help other families live amazing lives. A commitment to serve other people is very big in our family. My boy, there's a picture of him. He is not dead. He was on a service mission at that time for our church. This daughter here that you can see, she saved money and went to Africa and built some schools. This daughter, me and my wife went to St. Thomas, and we cleaned out houses after the hurricane. And we at Sukavu have a commitment to serve other people. So a portion of everything we do as a company, a percentage of every dollar that comes in, goes to building wells in Africa and South America for clean water. And that's really important to us. So I just wanted you to meet my family so you can see us all. This is a picture of our farm. This is where I spend a lot of my time, is at the farm growing hemp. And we grow our own hemp and we extract our own cannabinoids. I know Dr. Raymond's going to talk about cannabinoids and specifically CBG and CBD and why they work and how that's going to affect you today. All of our products have 0% THC. We don't have any of that cannabinoid in any of our products. We've got 8 years of growing experience and extraction experience and manufacturing experience to make the best products available. We use cutting edge technology so that your body can absorb it. And all of our products are third-party lab tested. This is where I spend most of my time. I'm going to show you another picture in just a moment, but my job is to take our plants, those plants that you saw the picture of, and to focus on the different cannabinoids and cannabinoid pathways. Most people have heard of THC. They know that that's the thing that if you smoke it, it gets you high. This is delta-9 THC. The pathway that we focus on does not focus on delta-9. We focus on these other pathways and focus on these other cannabinoids. Most people in the world have heard of THC, and most people have heard of CBD. And we will talk about CBD today, but a lot of people have maybe not heard about CBG, or maybe CBDV, or THCV, or CBN. Maybe they haven't heard of these. And we will talk about those cannabinoids as well today. But I'm specifically going to tell you a little bit about CBG right now, this one right here. So we focus on getting these cannabinoids, and then once we get them, we blend them with the right ingredients so that you have a great product with a great result. So when we focus on cannabinoids, they affect every part of our body, really, because they affect our brain, and they can be a great antidepressant and a great anti-anxiety. They can affect our stomach, which will help decrease acid and diminish abdominal pain, our intestines. They're great for pain management as they reduce inflammation and treat chronic conditions like arthritis. But today we're specifically talking about our heart and circulatory system. How does it help with cholesterol, and how does it help lower blood pressure? And this is awesome because this is really important to me. Both of my grandfathers died from heart disease before I was even born. My great-grandfather died in his 30s, and high blood pressure runs in my family genetically. And so I have worked hard to maintain lower blood pressure. And the way that I do that is through a product that Dr. Raymond's going to share with you today, and I'm going to share with you. So for me, this wheel, this chart is extremely important. I am focusing all the time on which cannabinoids work best for which product. So today, since we're talking about hypertension, this CBG product, you see, or cannabinoid, is antihypertensive. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's anti-arrhythmic. And so when we're making a heart product, we focus mostly on CBG. The product that we focus on with our heart is our nitric oxide boost. And here is a lab report showing that you get 10 milligrams of CBG in every scoop of that you take from this nitric oxide. So that's a quick introduction to Sukavu. That's a quick introduction to us. But the blessing we have is we get to hear from Dr. Raymond, who is a medical expert. I will call him a medical genius. He's an amazing doctor, and he's got some great information to share about why and how this works in your body. So I'm going to turn the time over to Dr. Raymond at this point, and I'll let him go into the nuts and bolts of how this product is going to change your life. And it can change the life of not just you, but everybody who gets their hands on it. Because the reality is, if you are over the age of 40, 63% of people in the world over the age of 40 are struggling with high blood pressure. And they call it the silent killer for a reason, because it's doing damage even if you don't think it is. So with that, Dr. Raymond, who our esteemed guest, an incredible human being, a great father, but more than anything, I consider him to be my friend. And although I haven't had a chance to shake his hand in person or give him a big hug, which is what I'm going to do when I see him, I've had a chance to get to know him over the last several months through Zoom. And that's the beauty of technology today. And he is a bright mind and an incredible human being. So Dr. Raymond, I'll turn the time over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Den. Thank you very much for this very brilliant presentation. Today we are going to talk about the management of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and stroke with NOx of Sukavu and CBD of Sukavu. So we are going to talk also about prevention of metabolic syndrome. So what is blood pressure? So you can just have a look on this slide to see that normal pressure is 120 for systolic and less than 80 for diastolic. When it is elevated, is ranging around 120 and 129 for systolic and less than 80 for diastolic. So we have high blood pressure stage 1 from 130 to 139 for systolic, and from 88 to 89 from diastolic. So the high blood pressure stage 2 is 140 higher or higher for systolic, and 990 or higher for diastolic. Now we have hypertensive crisis. This is, you have to consult your doctor immediately in case of higher systolic higher than 180 and diastolic higher than 120. So this is the definition of blood pressure and high blood pressure. So what are the effects of CBD, cannabidiol, on high blood pressure? So we discovered that several studies around the world shows that CBD regulates the activity of cyclooxygenase. Is a key enzyme in inflammation through the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant activity. So it's also known that CBD acts on the CB1 receptors, and this is leading to liberation of nitric oxide. We are going to talk about nitric oxide, and leading to dilation of arteries. So what are the effects of cannabidiol on high blood pressure? Action on water retention, because when there is water retention, there is increase of pressure in blood vessels and high blood pressure. The cause is always excess of sodium in cells. And the mechanism here is inflow of potassium into cell, lead to output of sodium. This will inhibit water retention because sodium used to retain water. So CBD also modulates the stress response. We saw it last time. CBD also has an anti-anxiety effect. The central action of CBD to control the endocrine response is important to know in this mechanism also. There is also a peripheral nervous system action that is called autosympathetic pathway. Very important to know concerning the effect of cannabidiol on high blood pressure. Cannabidiol can act on all these mechanisms. So the next slide is showing that CBD can reduce arterial stiffness and improve the function of inner lining of the arteries. So you can see that we have this artery here with a sort of deposit, what they call atherosclerosis. So by his anti-inflammatory and antioxidative effect, CBD can reduce this arterial stiffness and reduce the amount of cholesterol that is in the blood vessels. So we are going to see how they act in combination with nitric oxide. So mechanism of action of CBD enhances vasorelaxation. You know that when I'm talking about vasorelaxation, it is leading. We can have a reduction of blood pressure. So blood pressure is the result of increase of the pressure into the vessels, arteries. So there is certain enzyme that fight against cellular oxidation. Another that you know is called prostaglandin. Another that we are talking about since some time, cyclooxygenase. That is a key inflammation enzyme. All these enzymes now can act via the CB2 reception. When the CB2 receptor is activated, all those, you have a sort of a group of mechanism and chemical reaction that are leading to the increase of this superoxide dismutase, the reduce of prostaglandin F1 alpha, and increase of prostanoid enzyme. This is leading to, all these mechanisms are leading to vasorelaxation. So we can see here that CBD acts directly on vasorelaxation, so fight against high blood pressure. So in this slide, you have, you can see that with a single dose of CBD, we have a reduction of stroke. We can have a reduction of stroke. And there is too much study that are showing the effect of CBD, and so those also researchers. So on the blood pressure, and the action is known all around the world, and study shows that CBD reduces the blood pressure. So now we have complication of hypertension. For this slide, you know that hypertension can lead to heart attack, renal failure, blood vessel damage. Neurological reaction is what we are talking about, stroke and dementia. So high blood pressure also attack the eye with retinopathy. It can also cause headache. So scientific research on CBD and blood pressure. We know that all these research are showing that CBD may inhibit stress-induced blood pressure change. So we have patients that are under stress, and when there is stress, you know that there is certain substances that are liberated in the blood that tend to increase the blood pressure. Now, this type of stress or high blood pressure induced by stress can, study shows that CBD may inhibit the stress-induced blood pressure change. So there is also a study, randomized study, crossover study, that is showing also that CBD acts as a vasodilator. So in that study, prior to the exposition to stress, experienced a minor rising of their blood pressure, lower than the one in placebo group. So they took two groups of patients here. They saw that the patient under CBD better lower their blood pressure than the one in placebo group under stress. So CBD may lower the heart rate also. Study shows that CBD lower the heart rate better than in placebo group after exposition to stress. See, there is a great connection now between stress, CBD, and high blood pressure, as you can see on this slide. So the next slide will show us now the effect of cannabidiol CBD on the cardiovascular system under physiological and pathological conditions. So we know we are talking about high blood pressure, we are talking about stroke, and we can see there that the effect of cannabidiol acts on the cardiovascular system, on vessels, on blood pressure, on the heart, on liver, kidney, and retina, on the brain. This is why all complications of high blood pressure are targeting those organs that we listed now. So let us talk about nitric oxide. Sokavu with Mr. Zen, they created a great product that is called NOx of Sokavu. This product is contain the nitric oxide activators. Nitric oxide is Nobel Prize in 1998 was won by these three scientists that they discovered the nitric oxide and its role in the body. So as we are aging now, we are going to see that the production of nitric oxide is going down, and we also narrow our artery. So, and we have inability to produce nitric oxide. You can see it on this slide. As we grow with age, we lost ability to produce nitric oxide. Radiation is 50% at the year 40 and 80% at the year 60. So in most cases, nitric oxide is replaced by atheroma plate, and this can lead to the main cause of stroke is this atheroma plate. Now we can see the effect of nitric oxide in the body: anti-inflammatory, anti-atherosclerotic, anti-thrombotic, probiotic, anti-aging, antioxidant, anti-oncogenic, anti-stress, anti-hypertensive, antimicrobial, anti-proliferative. So How do we produce this nitric oxide? We have two pathways. We have endogenous pathway, that is from L-arginine, and under the effect of nitric oxide synthetase, we can produce nitric oxide. Now there is the second pathway is exogenous pathway from food. So in those foods, like all those food that we have, green consumption, vegetable, we have deuterium nitrate, and under the action of mouth bacteria and gut bacteria, the nitrate is transformed to nitric oxide. So this is very important to know these two pathways. We can understand why this L-arginine that is in our NOx can be transformed in nitric oxide. It's good to know. So nitric oxide benefits are various in the cardiovascular system. It dilates blood vessels, it reduces platelet thickness, it reduces monocyte thickness, it reduces multiplication of small muscle cells of arterial wall, it reduces oxidation of cholesterol, bad cholesterol, light density lipoprotein. So see, this is benefit of this action, nitric oxide in the body. So the effect of nitric oxide are various in the body. Nitric oxide that is produced by our NOx can act on the immune system, respiratory system, urogenital system, endocrine system. So in cardiovascular system, we have vasodilation, we have microvascular tone regulation, you have blood pressure regulation, you have arterial plaque regulation. If you see all these properties are related to the outcome of stroke. So it's acting also in the nervous system, in the secretory system, and this can act also on the vision. So now we have the Cavu-NOx boost of Sucavu. Cavu-NOx boost contain non-selective activator of nitric oxide synthesis, and whose health effects have been described above, but also contain other ingredients with various benefits. So we have vitamin B6, we have vitamin B12, we have vitamin C, we have citrulline maleate, that is healing and is precursor of nitric oxide. We have folate also, acting on cell division. We have L-glutathione, hepatoprotection, and antioxidative agent. So we have also L-methionine. You know, Cavu-NOx of Sucavu is full of ingredients. You have arginine. Now, this arginine is our target substance because it acts on blood pressure, improve heart function. It's a precursor of nitric oxide. So we have precursor of nitric oxide in Cavu-NOx boost. Now we are going to talk about stroke. What is stroke? We talk about stroke when there is a blocked blood flow in the brain. The consequence of this is absence of essential nutrient and oxygen. This can lead to severe damage. In few minutes, cells are going to die. This can cause long-term problems. So a fast restoration of blood flow avoids lasting damage. So several months to recover from stroke. We need several months to recover from stroke. So we have two types of stroke. Ischemic stroke, and this is the more common stroke that we have, associated with high cholesterol, artery blocks, impaired blood flow, cellular death. The causes are various. You have overweight, heavy drinking, sedentarity, drug abuse, atrial fibrillation, smoking, sleep apnea, high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain cardiovascular disease. This is for ischemic stroke, the most common stroke we have. Now, we have another stroke that is hemorrhagic stroke, much this is more serious and fatal. It is associated with the burst of artery. The causes are various also. We have smoking, high blood pressure, aneurysm, blood thinner medication also. Donc, symptoms during stroke are good to know by everybody because the patient is going to have difficulties speaking. He's going to have difficulties understanding people. He's going to have weakness, usually on one side of the body. He's going to have severe headache. So it can undergo also paralysis, face, arm, legs can paralyze. And then the other symptom is difficulty walking. So CBD offers excellent benefits that may reduce side effect of stroke. So patient, we have a patient who can testimony for this because after his stroke, he took CBD, I think 200 milligrams twice a day, and everything was changing as far as his mind is concerned. And in this case, we are talking about the benefit on stroke. Donc, Mr. Zen consider also the entourage effect on this supplement. So most of the study shows that 400 to 600 milligram each day is a good dosage for this patient after stroke. They have to stop smoking also. They have to lower their stress. They have to increase exercise, and they have to eat healthy food. So how CBD acts on stroke? So we have several researchers that work on this on stroke, on CBD and stroke. So we have arterial ischemic stroke. So cannabidiol reduce brain damage and improve functional recovery. This is known because this is already shown, it's an evidence. Those studies and parameters are showing it. So CBD reduce loss of neuronal structure and function, abnormal increase of astrocyte, cell death and damage, inflammation and nervous tissue. Because these cells are normal cells. So we know that CBD in certain conditions can induce apoptosis, and another condition induce multiplication of cells. This is the case that with a stroke, it's going to increase the multiplication of cells. So CBD oil for cerebral stroke recovery. This is a picture that you see. This is the chemical presentation of CBD, and we have is from plants, and we have the condition that is put. So how CBD help for cerebral stroke recovery? After stroke, the body reacts with inflammation. This is known already. So first thing is that CBD fight against inflammation. CBD is going to increase the blood flow in the area by vasodilatation. We saw it before. CBD is going to help to reduce the bad cholesterol. We saw it before in this presentation. CBD is going to reduce pain. Topical CBD can also be used for weak muscles. So when you have paralyzed of an arm or a leg, you can use CBD to help for these muscles that are weak. CBD can also prevent any future stroke. When you have stroke the first time, for the prevention of a second stroke, you can use CBD. Donc, CBD reduce also the high blood pressure. CBD help to resist oxidative damage. So also act on protein brain cells of debilitating symptoms from stroke or cardiac arrest, but also inhibit inflammation by interacting with receptors in the body. So how to identify the stroke? You have 3 letters, STR. You can ask the person to smile, and you can ask the person to talk, and you can ask the person to raise his both arms. These 3 signs you can use it even anywhere, even you are not a medical doctor, you are a medical doctor. If the person can smile, you are going to see his face. If he can smile easily, you are going to see his face. So if there is a sort of paralysis of the face, central or peripheral, you're going to see it. And so when the person has stroke, he cannot talk easily. Also, he cannot even raise his hand easily. It depends on the stage. So what happened in stroke? We have inflammation, we have ischemia, we have cell death. So the first thing is that when you have ischemia is leading to inflammation, and inflammation, impairment of blood flow, and cell death. How many type of stroke? How many type of stroke are there? We say that today we said we have hemorrhagic stroke and ischemic stroke. So now we have the biomechanism of action on of CBD on stroke. So we can see here the activation of CBD will block pro-inflammatory cytokine activation of microglia. This avoid inflammation in nerve tissue and participates to homeostasis. Homeostasis is the constant of internal medium, all the parameters of internal medium. Activation of CB1 reactivates the survival of nerve cells through the signaling proteins. Activation of CB1 receptor prevents degradation of astrocytes. So you can see here the main mechanism are neuronal homeostasis, neuroinflammation, and the action on astrocytes. That is activation of astrocytes to regenerate these nerve cells. So I described this mechanism already. So here we can see CBD can regulate cholesterol also. Biosynthesis enzyme and translocation of metabolic protein this is from publication source. This slide shows how CBD regulates high cholesterol in the body. So we have very complicated multi-omic analysis that reveal cannabidiol disruption of cholesterol homeostasis in human cell line. So in this slide, you can see an artery with cholesterol deposit, that's an atheroma. So CBD helps for this atheroma by anti-inflammatory effect and also antioxidative effect. So metabolic syndrome and cannabinoids. So what is metabolic syndrome? We try to introduce this because when you talk about stroke, when you talk about high blood pressure and cholesterol, its component is related to metabolic syndrome. So symptoms including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess of body fat around the waist, high cholesterol, and triglyceride, with excess risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. So you have all these conditions associated with metabolic syndrome, the brain, the lungs, the liver, the diabetes mellitus, polycystis ovarian, venous disease, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, dyslipidemia. All these situations are associated with metabolic syndrome, and also the gout. So during this presentation, we decline effect of CBD on high blood pressure, on sugar regulation, on excess body fat by reduction of appetite, on high cholesterol, also on stroke. We can say that CBD can contribute to the fight against metabolic syndrome. And we are agree also that concerning the use of CBD with associated with Carvo, NOx, we know that there is increase the action of nitric oxide concerning the high blood pressure. These two can potentialize the action of on high blood pressure and also give a positive effect on prevention of stroke and recovery of stroke after stroke. Thank you for your kind attention. If you can permit me after, I will make the presentation in French. Thank you very much.
I just want to clap. after that presentation, I just want to clap right there. Thank you so much, Dr. Raymond. This is a passion of mine and a passion of obviously Dr. Raymond, and I am so grateful for him taking his time and his energy to share this information with everybody. I want to introduce, if I can, I'm going to bring on another person who means a great deal to our company. She's a top leader in our company, and she's been taking the Knox as soon as she could get it. It was one of the very first things that I introduced to her. And most of you may know her. Rosa is an incredible woman. She has passion and drive. And I talk to her at least every day, it seems like. And I love that she is a hard worker. I kind of tease her and I said, it's hard for me to find someone who works as hard as me. And then I met Dr. Raymond, and then I met Rosa, and we have so many great people who have joined our cause to help. If you can't watch that information, what Dr. Raymond just presented, and not know that this is going to change your life. Our nitric oxide, I actually take it twice a day. It's a powder. You mix it with 8 ounces of water. And by the way, it tastes good. It actually tastes good too, which is nice. But Rosa, if you would come on and maybe just share your experience, if that's okay. Tell us a little bit about the nitric oxide product and what it's done for you.
Yes, thank you, Zane. Thank you, Sukavu. Thank you for everybody that is here. My name is Rosa. I'm in Dallas, and December 20th, 2020. I went to see my doctor, and my blood pressure was really up. 148/49 over 98. And then I also had high cholesterol of 290. I have all those results. I was also extra weight, like 30 pounds on and on. So I was really tired, I was weak, and I was looking for a nitric oxide as something that could help me. Imagine a 53-year-old woman taking a nap every day at 2 in the afternoon, and I was really weak. I actually explained, and I had some GI problems. So I got connected with Zane, and I told Zane, please, I really, really need something to help me. And Zane immediately sent me the oxide overnight. I started it, and this is what I did. When I get up in the morning, first thing, I'll take my blood pressure, 138, 148, high. I'll record it, take a screenshot of my blood pressure, and I'll send it to Zane. And as soon as I did that, I'll take my nitric oxide boost, the Knox, and I'll drink it. And 30 minutes later, I'll take a picture and send it to Zane. What I did specifically was that I stopped everything, every supplement, I stopped it because I really wanted to be sure that the results that I was getting was, and I kept sending it to that, okay, this is what I'm seeing, what is this? So it went on for some time, and I saw a dramatic decline of my blood pressure. I mean, it just stabilized. I was able to get off I take labetalol. I've been taking it for about 8 years. I just discovered I didn't need it because the blood pressure was so low in the evening that I couldn't sleep. So I got really, really excited. My energy level was up, and all the symptoms that I was having just disappeared. So I got all the products, Sukavu product, I was taking it, and my life changed. I mean, I'm already down about maybe almost 25 pounds. My blood pressure is stabilized. I'm using the product. I feel great. People think I'm 53, but I feel as if I'm 25 or even 20. So Zane, you've really saved my life. You've saved other people's lives. This is a product that really tastes good. It's a product that works. And that's why Sukavu tells you, after 60 days, if you don't see the results, they'll buy the product back. That is a lot of confidence for a company to create a products and tell you, try it. Just try it and you have the results. And after you try, the best thing is to spread the word. I mean, so many people have blood pressure, so many people have cholesterol. Zane, end of this month, I'm going to check my cholesterol, and that will be a great result. I can't wait to show that also. So thank you so much, Zane. I believe that everybody needs good health. Everybody needs energy so that they can live healthy, to take care of them, their families, to take care of others, to share and care. I always say sharing is caring. If you have information that is so great, please share, because you save lives that you don't even know. And something that pushes me always is that if God gave you treatment for cancer, will you keep it to yourself or will you share it? So that's why I go out every day and share with passion, with love and care, because I know we are saving lives. It's not money. Yes, that comes later, but we are saving lives. Thank you, Zane. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Rosa. This is why I do what I do, is for that right there. And I'm blessed. I see it daily, weekly, monthly, that we have customers. We obviously we have reps, we have customers that are 10 times more than we have reps that reach out to say exactly what Rosa just said. Thank you so much. This has lowered my blood pressure. This has got me off medication. This has helped me live healthier and live better. And that's our mission, right? We want to help people. I believe that we were put on this earth to help each other. We're all one big family. I believe that. You don't have to believe that, but I believe that. You are my brothers, you are my sisters, you are my friends, you are my family. And together as a human family, we need to help each other. I don't care where you live. I don't care if you live in Switzerland or Africa or Texas. I love Texas, by the way. I even love Boston. I know people from Boston. So no, I'm teasing. If you live in Canada, if you live in South America, if you live in Australia, you are my family. We're all human family. And my job, I feel like, is to, if I have the ability to help people, like Rosa said, it's to share that. This product will change your life. It will help you feel better and it will help other people feel better. I have 8 kids and I have made a commitment and a promise to them to be around so I can meet their kids. I want to be a grandpa. I want to be around a long time. This is an amazing world we live in. And so I'm very grateful for everybody who jumped on the call today. I want to talk a little bit about next week. Next week, we have another doctor who's going to give us a presentation. We have been blessed. I will say, I believe it's an answer to prayer, because I believe that. Whatever you believe is fine. But for me, we have been just asking for help and praying for help and praying for great people to come into our lives. And we have met many great people and we want to meet many more. The doctor we have speaking next week, Dr. Liddy, be on here. You need to come and be with us next Saturday as well. She's going to talk about diabetes. And she's a leading endocrinologist in the world. She's an incredible human being. Again, I love talking to her. She's a hard worker. She's got 5 kids and she's a mom. And I love her passion for life. I love her zest for what she does. And we get the chance to hear from her next week. So I would encourage you to be on that call next week as well, as we talk about how we can deal with diabetes naturally, what we can do to help our bodies be more healthy. And so Dr. Raymond, again, I thank you. Rosa, I thank you so much. Thank you for helping us and helping us share the word. Many of you I know that have got the products have started to have an experience, whether that's losing weight or lowering your blood pressure or any of those things. And we're here for you. I mentioned this, my weakness in life is when I meet people that, Rosa has introduced me to a lot of people, and I got introduced to somebody that Rosa knows very dearly in Texas, who said we need a menopause product, and then Dr. Raymond sent me some research about helping women with menopause, and I've been developing a product for that, and we were going to do that. We'll figure that out, right? We're going to do that. I want to extend an invitation as well to all of you. I don't care where you live, but you are all invited October 8th and 9th to Utah. I'm inviting you. Come, please be here. We would love to have you. We are going to do some tours of our farm. We're going to do some tours of our extraction facility. We're going to do some tours of our manufacturing. We want you to come and be here. We want you to learn from experts. We want to rub shoulders with you. And like I said, hopefully it's okay if I give you a big hug, whoever you are, because I want you to feel our heart. And so you're all invited. I'm inviting you now. We're sharing that information. And so you're invited. Remember, next week we'll talk about cannabinoids. We're going to talk about what that does for people with diabetes. And Dr. Raymond, thank you for your presentation. I was looking, it was so good. I don't know that we had.
There is one question in the chat, so if you'll address that, that'd be great. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know if Rosa can see that. Here's what I would say to that. Does marketing start? When marketing starts in Africa? We're working on that, and I know that's something Dr. Raymond and even Dr. Kamga and a couple of the other doctors, as far as getting stuff to Africa, and we are working feverishly. I want you to have this ASAP. So that's something that maybe even Rosa can answer better than I can. But
yes. As far as we're concerned now, we can ship products. I know that the shipping will differ, but yes, we can send products to, you can order your products and then, we pay Sukavo and then we ship the products to you in Africa, any part of the world. So it's good for you to try. Once you try it, you feel it, you will see how you really, you'll be moved to really expand it. So yes, Dr. Raymond and I and our team, we're working on that. So anytime, anywhere, any part in the world, we want to touch the entire world. So we're grateful that everybody around the world is logged in today. So we'll talk about that meetings as many as you want so that we can really explain. I know there are lots of French-speaking people, French doctors, a lot of doctors on there. I don't know, yes, Raymond, they come, and then this is it. Africa is made up of 54 countries, 14 French-speaking countries. So speaking French or two languages is really a challenge. Sometimes when somebody sits and is not able to understand a single word, but just that passion, that's what it is. So
that's awesome.
That voice to translate and maybe just give a summary of things like that. Thank you.
So I would just say, as far as getting products to Africa, reach out to Rosa. Is that okay? If they've got questions about that, just reach out to Rosa. She works with us and we work on shipping it and getting it there. We'll do that with her, okay? Dr. Raymond, I think it would be great to have that presentation again in French, because I know we've got people on. So if it's okay, I will turn it over to you again and we'll let you do it in the beautiful French.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Zen. So, thank you very much. So, OK. Aujourd'hui, nous allons parler avec la permission de Monsieur Zen de la gestion de l'hypertension artérielle, de l'hypercholestérolémie, des accidents vasculaires cérébraux, avec le Cavu-Nors Boost et le CBD de Sukavo. En fait, nous allons aussi introduire la prévention du syndrome métabolique, étant donné que tous ces éléments en font partie. Donc, nous avons défini les éléments de l'hypertension artérielle. On ne va pas revenir dessus en détail, sachant qu'à partir de 130 mm de mercure sur 139 de systolique, nous avons un patient hypertendu. Et au-delà de 180, c'est une urgence hypertensive, c'est une crise hypertensive qui nécessite une prise en charge par un médecin en milieu spécialisé. Alors, quels sont les effets du cannabidiol sur l'hypertension artérielle? Plusieurs études à travers le monde ont montré les effets du cannabidiol sur l'hypertension artérielle. Le cannabidiol régule l'activité de la cyclooxygénase. C'est une enzyme clé dans l'inflammation. C'est par une activité anti-inflammatoire et antioxydante. Il faut dire aussi que le CBD, à travers ses récepteurs, stimule la libération d'oxyde nitrique qui entraîne la dilatation des artères. Alors, les effets du cannabinoïde sur l'hypertension artérielle, en troisième position, nous avons l'effet sur la rétention de l'eau. Nous savons que l'excès de sodium dans la cellule favorise la rétention de l'eau. Et nous savons aussi qu'un afflux de potassium suivi d'une sortie de sodium inhibe la rétention de l'eau. Voilà, donc c'est par ce mécanisme que nous aurons donc, les CBD vont agir sur la rétention de l'eau en favorisant l'afflux de potassium dans la cellule. Et ceci entraîne la sortie de sodium qui entraîne donc une baisse de la rétention d'eau. Alors, le cannabidiol module aussi la réaction au stress, comme on l'a expliqué tout à l'heure, en même temps que ça fait la même chose pour l'anxiété. Donc, l'action centrale du CBD, du cannabidiol, pour contrôler la réponse endocrinienne est connue. Plusieurs études le montrent. Le système nerveux périphérique, c'est-à-dire le système ortho- et parasympathique, peuvent aussi moduler cette action sur l'hypertension artérielle à travers le cannabidiol. Donc, cette figure montre quand même un vaisseau où il y a un dépôt athéromateux en son sein. Et on voit quand même que le CBD, le cannabidiol, joue sur la rigidité artérielle et améliore la fonction de la paroi interne des artères. Ici, nous avons un autre schéma qui nous montre par quel mécanisme l'activation des récepteurs CB2 par le cannabidiol va entraîner la vasorelaxation et la baisse de la tension artérielle. Ceci à travers certaines substances comme la superoxydismutase, les prostaglandines, les prostanoïdes et la cyclooxygénase qui vont être modifiées et entraîner une vasorelaxation et par conséquent une baisse de la tension artérielle. Aussi, ce slide nous montre ici en même temps les effets du CBD sur la tension artérielle, comment est-ce que ça réduit la tension artérielle. On voit qu'il y a eu plusieurs recherches qui concouraient à ça et qu'à la dose de 600 mg de CBD par jour, on réussissait à baisser la tension artérielle et les chercheurs, leurs noms figurent sur ce slide. Alors, quelles sont les complications de l'hypertension artérielle? Il y a l'attaque du cœur, les attaques cardiaques, il y a l'insuffisance rénale, il y a les atteintes vasculaires diffuses, il y a des atteintes neurologiques comme l'AVC, la démence, et il y a aussi la maladie d'Alzheimer, que j'ajoute d'ailleurs même, et puis toutes les pathologies chroniques qui affectent le cerveau seront associées à des complications d'hypertension artérielle. Parce que quand il y a atteinte des vaisseaux, et il y a difficulté de vascularisation, et puis ça entraîne tout ce qu'il y a comme dysfonction et vieillissement au niveau du cerveau. La rétinopathie est aussi une des complications de l'hypertension artérielle. Il en est de même pour les céphalées, qui entraînent la convulsion et la confusion. Les recherches sont variées sur l'hypertension artérielle et son rôle, et le rôle des CBD sur ceci. Il y a eu des publications au Brésil, et puis d'autres publications qui ont été faites aux États-Unis ont montré comment le CBD agissait comme un vasodilatateur. On a fait une étude avec un placebo, un groupe sous le stress, un autre groupe sous stress et placebo, un autre groupe sous stress et CBD. On a vu que le groupe sous stress et CBD avec une meilleure réduction de la tension artérielle à cause des effets du CBD sur la tension artérielle, et ça a permis à ces chercheurs de conclure. Le CBD peut aussi abaisser la fréquence cardiaque. On a vu par les mécanismes parce que, vous savez, comme elle a cette propriété à agir sur le système auto- et parasympathique et à bloquer la décanalisation des mastocytes et la libération de certains médiateurs chimiques, il va donc maintenir la constance du milieu intérieur en maintenant la fréquence cardiaque. Donc, on a ici les effets des cannabinoïdes sur le système cardiovasculaire et dans les conditions physiologiques et pathologiques. Donc, on ne va pas trop traîner dessus parce qu'on sait déjà, on en a parlé tout au long de cette journée. On a parlé des effets sur le cœur, des effets sur les vaisseaux, des effets sur le foie, le rein, la rétine, et les effets sur l'hypertension artérielle. Donc, nous allons parler maintenant de l'oxyde nitrique qui a été découvert par trois brillants scientifiques et dont les effets la découverte leur a valu le prix Nobel de médecine en 1998. Ça nous permet d'introduire un produit phare qui est le NOx, le Cavu-NOx Boost de Socavu, qui joue un rôle très important qui est un activateur non sélectif de la synthèse d'oxyde nitrique. Donc, avec l'âge, nous perdons la capacité de produire l'oxyde nitrique. Cette capacité est réduite de 50% à 40 ans et de 80% à 60 ans. Cette oxyde nitrique est remplacée par la plaque d'athérome au fur et à mesure que nous prenons de l'âge. Et c'est pour ça que vous allez voir, c'est à partir de ces âges-là qu'on fait des AVC et qu'on fait des accidents ischémiques transitoires, soit des accidents hémorragiques et autres. Donc, les effets de l'oxyde nitrique sur l'organisme sont très variés, comme le montre ce schéma. Nous avons vu aussi qu'à l'intérieur de ce schéma, on a une balance qui montre le rôle d'équilibre que l'oxyde nitrique joue dans le corps, dans le maintien de l'homéostasie. Donc, les effets connus sont les effets anti-inflammatoires, anti-athéromateux, antithrombotiques, probiotiques, anti-H, antioxydants, anti-oncogènes, contre le stress, contre l'hypertension artérielle, contre l'infection et contre la prolifération des germes. Donc, comment produisons l'oxyde nitrique? Nous avons l'oxyde nitrique par deux voies dans le corps. Il y a la voie de la L-arginine qui, sous l'effet de la nitrique oxyde synthétase, va produire l'oxyde nitrique. C'est cette voie qu'utilise notre supplément, qui est le Cavunox Boost de Socavu. Maintenant, la voie alimentaire, tout ce que nous consommons comme aliments verts, comme les vegetables, tout ce qu'il y a comme légumes, nous avons sous l'effet des bactéries digestives et de la bouche, nous avons une production des nitrites qui se transforment en nitrioxyde. Et ça, c'est les deux voies par lesquelles on obtient l'oxyde nitrique dans l'organisme. Donc, alors, quels sont les avantages de l'oxyde nitrique? Donc, l'oxyde nitrique va réduire l'oxydation du cholestérol LDL. C'est le cholestérol de bas poids moléculaire. Il va réduire l'agrégation des plaquettes et en même temps aussi réduire l'agrégation des monocytes. Excusez-moi. Et en même temps, il réduit la multiplication au niveau des muscles lisses dans la paroi artérielle parce que tout ça, c'est ça qui rétrécit la paroi artérielle et favorise donc soit la diminution de la vascularisation, soit le décollement d'un fragment athéromateux qui va aller faire un accident au niveau ischémique, soit transitoire, soit définitif. Donc, nous avons ici sur ce tableau donc, les effets de l'oxyde nitrique sur le corps. Ils sont très variés. Ces effets sont cardiovasculaires, immunitaires, respiratoires, au niveau du système nerveux urogénital. En ce qui nous concerne, vous voyez, au niveau du système, nous avons la vasodilatation, on a la régulation du tonus vasculaire, donc on a aussi la régulation de la tension artérielle et la réduction de la plaque athéromateuse au niveau des endovasculaires. L'oxyde nitrique agit aussi au niveau de la vision. Donc, nous avons ici, on devait montrer l'effet, comment l'oxyde nitrique agit sur l'hypertension artérielle. Ouais, c'est par vasodilatation. Et cet effet va rencontrer l'effet vasodilatation du CBD, du cannabidiol de Cavu, qui va potentialiser l'effet anti-hypertenseur. Et on aura donc un résultat plus positif et un résultat naturel. Je vais introduire dans le Cavunox de Boost, le Cavunox Boost de Cavu, qui contient des activateurs sélectifs, non sélectifs de la production d'oxyde nitrique. Excusez-moi, j'ai ça qui me gêne ici, là, je mets ça en bas comme ça. Là. Allez, j'arrête. Comment? Alors, les activateurs non sélectifs de la synthèse d'oxyde nitrique, dont les effets sur la santé sont décrits depuis des lustres. On a également d'autres ingrédients qui se retrouvent dans ce Cavunox de Socavu. Alors, ces ingrédients sont variés. Vous voyez un peu, ces ingrédients sont variés. On a la vitamine B6, la B12, la C, le maléate de citrulline qui est aussi un cicatrisant et un précurseur de l'oxyde nitrique. On a les folates, on a la L-glutathione, on a la L-méthionine, l'arginine qui agit sur la tension artérielle, améliore la fonction cardiaque et est aussi un précurseur de l'oxyde nitrique. Enfin, nous avons la N-acétylcystéine avec son effet antioxydant. Donc, qu'est-ce que l'AVC, l'accident vasculaire cérébral? Nous avons ici l'AVC, c'est un trouble de la circulation du sang au niveau du cerveau, lié soit par un blocage d'un vaisseau, soit par une lésion vasculaire qui entraîne une hémorragie au niveau du cerveau. Donc, ceci entraîne l'absence de nutriments essentiels, dont l'oxygène et des graves dommages. En quelques minutes, les cellules commencent à mourir. Ceci peut causer des problèmes à long terme. La restauration rapide du flux sanguin ici est l'objectif du traitement en cas d'AVC. Plusieurs mois sont nécessaires pour se remettre d'un AVC. Il y a deux types d'accidents vasculaires cérébraux. Il y a les accidents vasculaires cérébraux ischémiques, les plus fréquents d'ailleurs, associés à un taux de cholestérol élevé. Ici, l'artère est souvent bloquée, bouchée. Il y a une altération de la circulation sanguine avec mort cellulaire. Les causes sont très variées: surcharge pondérale, consommation excessive d'alcool, sédentarité, consommation de drogue, fibrillation auriculaire, tabagisme, taux de cholestérol élevé, hypertension artérielle. Donc, le deuxième type, c'est l'AVC hémorragique, qui est bien grave et qui est fatal, parce que c'est lui qui tue beaucoup plus, mais il est moins fréquent que l'ischémique. Donc, il est associé à une lésion artérielle. On a été excessif, parler d'explosion artérielle, c'est la traduction. Mais les causes sont variées aussi: le tabagisme, l'hypertension artérielle, l'anévrisme et un traitement anticoagulant. Les symptômes pendant l'AVC sont variés. On a des difficultés à parler, des difficultés à comprendre les gens, une faiblesse généralement d'un côté du corps, des maux de tête sévères, paralysie, visage, bras, jambes, difficulté à marcher. Le CBD, le cannabidiol, offre quelques excellents avantages qui peuvent réduire les effets secondaires après un AVC. Donc, en phase de récupération, le cannabidiol joue un rôle primordial chez les patients en post-AVC. Donc, ici, M. Zen a considéré l'effet entourage en fabriquant ses dérivés cannabinoïdes. La plupart des études suggèrent 400 à 600 mg de cannabidiol par jour, et le patient devrait arrêter de fumer, il devrait réduire le stress par tous les moyens, il devrait augmenter l'exercice physique, il devrait manger des aliments sains. Donc, comment le CBD agit sur les AVC? Ici, nous avons une cohorte d'études qui montre comment les cannabinoïdes vont réduire le dommage cérébral, les atteintes cérébrales, et améliorer la fonction cérébrale. Nous l'avons aussi vu, les mécanismes par lesquels il y a la régénération au niveau des cellules nerveuses, les mécanismes par lesquels l'inflammation, qui est la conséquence d'un accident ischémique ou d'un accident hémorragique, l'inflammation joue un rôle important, ainsi que l'oxydation cellulaire. Donc, cette perte de la structure neuronale et de la fonction neuronale va être réduite par les CBD. Il y a aussi augmentation des astrocytes, et puis il y a réduction des dommages au niveau des cellules, et puis réduction de l'inflammation au niveau du système nerveux. Voilà. Nous avons ici la formule moléculaire de cannabidiol. On parlait toujours de cette substance sans avoir vu sa formule moléculaire. Et voilà, aujourd'hui, nous avons sa formule moléculaire. Et nous avons ici comment le cannabidiol agit, est-il à la récupération d'un AVC cérébral. Après l'AVC, le corps réagit par l'inflammation le plus souvent. Le cannabidiol lutte contre l'inflammation. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Il augmente le flux sanguin par son effet vasodilatateur associé au NOx de Caveau. Et il réduit le mauvais cholestérol également. On l'a vu tout à l'heure. Il réduit la douleur. Le cannabidiol topique peut également être utilisé pour des muscles faibles. Vous savez, en cas d'AVC, on a souvent des signes de focalisation avec hémiparésie ou hémiplégie. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Il faut réactiver ces muscles avec la kinésithérapie. Donc, en topique, on peut utiliser cette forme musculaire que je vais vous montrer tout à l'heure d'ailleurs pour réduire la faiblesse musculaire. Donc, il peut empêcher tout futur AVC. Ça veut dire qu'il empêche les récidives des AVC, il réduit la tension artérielle, il résiste au dommage oxydatif, il protège les cellules contre le stress oxydatif aussi. Donc, le cannabidiol sur l'AVC, les effets neuroprotecteurs sont connus. Ils empêchent non seulement l'apparition des symptômes débilitants d'un AVC et d'un arrêt cardiaque, mais ils inhibent l'inflammation par les mécanismes qu'on a définis tout à l'heure là, et ils luttent aussi contre l'oxydation cellulaire. Identifier l'AVC, c'est trois lettres, P, S, P et L. C'est-à-dire incapacité de sourire, difficulté à sourire, quoi, incapacité de parler, et vous demandez au patient de lever la main, il n'arrive pas à lever ses deux mains. Ça, quand vous avez un patient devant vous, si vous voulez savoir s'il y a un AVC, demandez-lui de sourire, demandez-lui de parler, demandez-lui de se lever ses deux mains. S'il ne peut pas, vous pensez dans un AVC. Donc, quels sont les mécanismes de l'AVC? Il y a l'inflammation, il y a l'ischémique, il y a la mort cellulaire. Il y a interaction entre ces mécanismes. Vous savez que le blocage des vaisseaux entraîne l'ischémie, l'ischémie entraîne la mort cellulaire entraîne l'inflammation. Tous ces éléments sont interconnectés entre eux et aboutissent à une mort irréversible des cellules cérébrales. Et nous avons vu donc comment les CBD activent donc la régénérescence cellulaire au niveau du cerveau. Donc ici, nous avons sur le plan anatomique comment ça se présente l'hémorragie dans les deux types d'AVC, comment se présente une hémorragie et comment se présente une ischémie sur le plan anatomique. Donc, mais nous avons maintenant là les mécanismes d'action biomoléculaire du CBD sur l'AVC. Donc, on va voir que l'activation des récepteurs CB2 va bloquer les protéines pro-inflammatoires, hein, cytokiniques, hein, et dans les cellules nerveuses aussi, et ça va participer ainsi à l'homéostasie. On va voir que l'activation des récepteurs CB1 ici, le récepteur CB1, va assurer la survie des nerfs par l'activation des protéines signalétiques. Donc, ces protéines signalétiques vont être activées et entraîner stimuler l'activation de la fabrication des cellules nerveuses. Donc, on a donc, autre part, ici, nous avons l'activation des astrocytes, qui est la conséquence de l'activation des récepteurs CB1. Okay. Donc, voilà. Le mécanisme d'action, l'action du mécanisme d'action biomoléculaire du CBD sur l'AVC. C'est ce que nous avons expliqué tout à l'heure. L'activation des récepteurs CB2 va bloquer les cytokines pro-inflammatoires, activer la microglie. Ceci bloque l'inflammation dans les tissus nerveux. Excusez-moi, ça c'est une partie qui est réservée au personnel médical, aux médecins qui sont dans l'audience. L'activation des récepteurs CB1 va réactiver aussi la survie des cellules nerveuses par l'entremise des protéines de signalisation AKT et MAPK. L'activation des récepteurs CB1 empêche la dégradation des cellules nerveuses. Donc, nous avons ici une analyse multiomique qui révèle donc que le cannabidiol peut perturber l'homéostasie du cholestérol dans les lignées cellulaires humaines. Donc, quand il y a perturbation de l'homéostasie du cholestérol, le cannabidiol va intervenir pour équilibrer cette perturbation. C'est ce que les études qui sont là nous montrent. Donc, l'enzyme de biosynthèse de translocation des protéines métaboliques s'implique et est fortement impliquée ici, est la source de cette publication. Donc, ici, nous avons ici un vaisseau là avec son dépôt athéromateux qui montre le site d'action de cannabidiol et en même temps où agit aussi l'oxyde nitrique. Donc, nous pouvons parler de cet tableau-ci sans parler du syndrome métabolique qui associe l'hypertension artérielle, l'hyperglycémie et l'excès de graisse au niveau de la taille, avec un taux de cholestérol élevé et de triglycérides, avec un risque excessif de maladies cardiaques et d'accidents vasculaires cérébraux, ainsi que de diabète. Donc, voilà les situations associées au syndrome métabolique. Ça atteint la plupart de tous les organes du corps dans le cerveau, le poumon, le foie, les organes génitaux, le système veineux périphérique, donc la dyslipidémie, le système digestif, le cancer, une des conséquences sera le cancer, le stress et l'atteinte des articulations. Donc, nous pouvons dire que pendant cette présentation, nous avons mis en avant les effets du CBD sur l'hypertension artérielle, la régulation du sucre, sur l'excès de graisse corporelle par la réduction de l'appétit, sur l'hypercholestérolémie, sur l'AVC. On peut dire que le CBD, on peut donc dire à partir d'ici que le CBD va contribuer donc à la lutte contre le syndrome métabolique, au même type que l'oxynucléique. L'association des deux maintenant, le CBD et l'oxynucléique, va potentialiser l'effet recherché au niveau des vaisseaux par des mécanismes d'action différents. Ça veut dire quoi? Le NOx de Caveau contient en même temps les activateurs sélectifs de la production d'oxynucléique et en même temps les cannabinoïdes. Donc, les deux mis ensemble ont un effet potentialisateur sur la baisse de la tension artérielle, ont un effet potentialisateur sur la réduction de l'hypercholestérolémie et ont un effet potentialisateur sur la prévention du stress ainsi que le suivi du patient en post-stroke, post-AVC. Je vous remercie pour votre bien aimable attention.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much,
Très bien.
Dr. Raymond.
Maintenant, est-ce qu'il y a des questions? Je crois que le professeur Serge Blaise Emaleux a levé la main. Il a une question. Le professeur Serge Blaise Emaleux a une question.
Okay, that was all in French, so I think you're done, right?
No,
I heard merci. That
who
means
has a
thank you.
question? The professor who has a question.
He can speak in English because Professor Serge Blaise, he has a question.
Is that the question he put in the chat about the clinical trials?
He's asking for the microphone. Can you open his microphone,
Oh,
Professor Serge Blaise?
I think he has to unmute it. If he clicks on his, he can unmute it.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes, thank you very much. I would like to congratulate Dr. Raymond for the brilliant presentation. Of course, it touches a lot of area of our everyday clinical encounter with patients. And I was just wondering, as I've already mentioned in the chat box there, if we could have to have a better understanding of how efficient those products presented here were tested in clinical settings. If we can have some data share to have a better, which will embolden and enhance our understanding of how tested the product was in the clinical settings. That's what I refer to clinical trials with respect to those the products presented here. And again, I would like to congratulate Dr. Raymond for the brilliant presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Michelle, I'm actually on. I know I'm probably not on video, but this is Zane, and we just when we started manufacturing the product, we reached out to several doctors to do some clinical studies. And in America, it's a little different. We've got doctors that are working on some of that right now. So we don't have a finalization of clinical studies with this product. We do have a company that told us if we gave them, $2 million that they would spend a year and do the clinical study for us. And I was like, we want to get this in more hands of more medical professionals to use. And so we've got doctors currently that are using it with patients and collecting data. But a full clinical trial, we don't have all of the results on a full clinical trial as of today. We're working on that, and we're trying to do it as speedily as we can. To date, we're having great results with the doctors that have given it to their patients and people that are using it. just through monitoring, their blood pressure as well as their cholesterol levels, but we don't have full clinical trials yet.
So I want to add something. Professor Emalo is understand French very well. So I want to add something that après avoir visité la plupart des publications dans le monde, j'ai compilé près de 5000 publications déjà sur le rôle des cannabinoïdes sur la santé du corps et dans les affections ainsi que le cancer et autres. Dans la plupart des études qui ont été faites déjà, les études chez l'animal sont finies. Les études chez l'être humain sont en cours actuellement, de manière définitive. C'est pour ça que
merci.
Toutes les publications qui sont faites disent par exemple que en traitement adjuvant et complémentaire, ces produits naturels peuvent jouer un rôle important, par exemple dans la prise en charge du cancer, en termes de prévention. Et ça a été démontré. Ça a été démontré en termes de prévention. Donc, tout ce que je peux vous dire de manière simple, c'est qu'il y a beaucoup de petites études qui sont faites à travers le monde, dans plusieurs pays, où on prend les placebos et on prend un groupe de patients et on les observe après un moment. Mais à très haute échelle, ce que M. Zen veut dire, c'est qu'à très haute échelle, il n'y a pas eu d'études à très haute échelle, mais il y a eu des études à petite échelle. Et c'est les études cliniques qui sont faites au niveau de certaines formations sanitaires. Et tout ça est publié dans Medline. Donc, beaucoup de publications relatives au rôle des cannabinoïdes sur la santé sont faites aujourd'hui. Mais je pense que moi, en tant que médecin de santé publique, en me lançant dans ce domaine, je suis tombé sur quand même des publications qui démontrent l'efficacité de ces produits et sur les hommes. Donc, certaines études ont été clôturées sur les hommes, mais pas toutes. Et pas toutes, parce que pas suffisant pour déduire que c'est un traitement qui va être un traitement uniquement CBD pour telle maladie. Mais c'est un traitement complémentaire actuellement. C'est accepté comme traitement complémentaire dans presque tous les pays du monde entier. Et je veux vous dire qu'en psychiatrie, c'est encore plus évident parce que c'est utilisé en psychiatrie pour des cas de dépendance aux drogues fortes. Parce que dans le cannabis, tu as le THC, qui est une drogue psychoactive, mais tu as le cannabidiol, qui est le CBD, qui a un effet opposé au THC. C'est ça qu'il faut savoir, et c'est important de le savoir. Et puis, il est opposé au THC, et le cannabidiol est en vente libre, parce qu'il n'a pas d'effet psychoactif. Donc, dans le cannabis, c'est le THC qui a un effet psychoactif et qui est dangereux et qui entraîne la schizophrénie et les psychoses que vous connaissez. Donc, les recherches sont plus avancées en psychiatrie pour dire que les CBD, les cannabinoïdes, ont un effet bénéfique sur la santé mentale de l'être humain. Voilà. J'espère que j'ai répondu à votre question, professeur. Et les recherches sont en cours. On continue à faire des recherches en ce qui concerne les cannabinoïdes. Rien n'est arrêté. Et c'est un domaine délicat. Vous savez pourquoi? Parce que les entreprises du médicament ne vont pas se laisser faire aussi facilement. Mais ce qu'on a aussi remarqué, c'est que le cannabidiol joue un rôle très important. Nous avons démontré ici comment ça entraînait l'apoptose en détruisant de manière programmée les cellules cancéreuses. On a démontré aussi comment ça minimisait les effets secondaires des traitements anticancéreux qui sont lourds, à savoir la chimio et la radiothérapie. Tout ça est publié et il n'y a pas d'inquiétude à avoir ou bien de doute là-dessus déjà. Donc, nous sommes dans la bonne voie. Je vous remercie.
Dane, is there anything else you want to add?
I have got to learn French. All I can say is merci. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Let me translate it a little bit in English because I was trying to tell Professor Emalo that we have several studies around the world that are showing the effect of cannabinoids on the health, and the studies are going on, and we have a great advance in study concerning the mental health. There is something positive with mental health because the THC, it has been shown that the THC, that is a psychoactive product, opposes its effect to CBD. This is already shown and it is clear. And therefore, we have to continue to listen to those science, and it will be not easy for those studies to be finished now, because there is also something that is going on. The drug company will not allow this study to finish completely, and to say that now we have to change. I can tell you that for epilepsy, one of the best drugs now for epilepsy in America is cannabinoids. It is shown. It is
cannabinoids. Yep.
Yes, evidence.
Yeah, it's the fight. It's the struggle we have with big pharmacy right now, right? We're trying to present more natural medicine and do it right? And that's why we invite everybody to come. We want you to see our farms. We want you to see everything we're doing, and we're working on it. That's why we need great minds, great doctors, great scientists to keep this going and to keep sharing and for people to keep having good results and so thank you so much for your time of jumping on. First of all, Dr. Raymond, again, thank you so much. And thank you for the questions. We love good questions. We love working with smart people that can help us make great products that can help people. That's what I live for, is working with doctors who say, can you make this? Can we make something better? I've got patients who are struggling with this. I think some of you may not know this. The reason I started doing this, that I very, very first started, was one, I wanted to help my wife, and two, we started helping kids with seizures. That was our first goal, was to stop seizures. Then my second goal was to figure out cancer research, to start working on what we could do with cancer, with breast cancer, prostate cancer, and started working with doctors all over the world who were focusing on those two types of cancers. And I've spent over 1,000 hours on NIH research and research and studies and talking with doctors. Unfortunately, there's not tons of research yet on cannabinoids. We're still at the cutting edge. That's good news, I think. I think it's good news because what we do have, we know it works. We know that it's working and it's helping people. And we need more research. We need more studies. We need more clinical trials. We need more of this stuff. And so I thank you for being willing to listen and even maybe help us with some of that stuff. That's fantastic. So thank you again. And thanks to everybody for jumping on. My wife is on. Hopefully you get a chance to see her. Say hi, Deshelle. She's a big reason why I'm passionate about what we do.
I'm on here. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Nice. You got your products. That makes me
Yes,
happy.
yes, I got it.
Yay.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.